Hello and welcome to the next of our 5-minute theory lessons, and today's lesson is about even more rhythm notation. So previously within these lessons we've looked at note lengths, what they look like and what they're called, and today's lesson we're specifically going to be looking at rests, again what they look like and what they're called. And to help you with the use of rests, we're also going to see them used within context. So we're going to find a piece of music that has the rests written into the piece, but we have to identify the time signature, and also another instance where we have a time signature and we have to put the correct rests into the right places to make each of the bars add up. So let's get on with it. And as ever, Mini Mozart's here to help. So today we're going to expand our knowledge of rhythm notation, specifically looking at rests. First of all, let's remind ourselves of each of the different note lengths and then look at the rest associated with each of them. First, we have the semibreve or whole note. This is worth 4 beats. The 4-beat rest is a little rectangle that hangs from the 4th line of the stave. This semibreve or whole note rest is very special because we can use it for a whole bar rest as well, regardless of how many beats there are in that bar. That's something very important to remember. So if you see one of these rests, it can mean a 4-beat rest or a whole bar rest. Next, we have minims or half notes. They're worth 2 beats each. The minim or half beat rest is another little rectangle which sits on top of the middle line and is also worth 2 beats. Next in our revision of note lengths is the crotchet or quarter note, which is worth 1 beat. The 1-beat rest is a bit of a squiggle. The shape reminds me of someone sitting down. You have the neck, the chest, the abdomen and the legs, but you might have another way to remember the shape of this rest. Each of these notes and rests are getting shorter, and next we have the quavers or 8th notes, which are worth half a beat. The quaver or 8th note rest looks a little like a number 7 with a fabulous quiff in its hair. Again, you might find another way to remember what it looks like. And finally, we have the semiquaver or 16th note, which has 2 tails. From the quaver onwards, we just add more tails, and we do the same with the rest too. You can see that there are 2 quiffs on the semiquaver or 16th note rest. So let's have a go at putting what we've learnt into action. Here is an extract from a piece of music by Schubert. Count the notes and rests in each bar and have a go at working out the time signature for the piece. Is it 2/4, 2 crotchet or quarter beats in a bar, 3/4, 3 crotchet or quarter beats in a bar, or 4/4, 4 crotchet or quarter beats in a bar? Pause the video while you work out your answer. So the answer was 2/4, 2 crotchet or quarter beats in a bar. You can see Mini Mozart standing next to the correct answer. Now let's try putting the rests back into a piece. Here is a section of Gypsy Rondo by Haydn. There are boxes on the music where rests have been removed. Try to work out which rest goes into each box. One of the rests at the bottom of the page is used twice, and one isn't used at all. Pause the video while you figure out the answer. So you should have 2 quavers or 8th beat rests in bar 2, a crotchet or quarter beat rest in bar 3, and a semibreve or whole note rest in bar 5, as it's a whole bar rest. Remember what we said about this rest being very special. We don't actually use the minim rest at all in this excerpt. If you'd like to explore rhythm notation a little more, there are some rhythm notation worksheets which can be found on the Theatre of Music website www.theatreofmusic.com. If you found today's lesson about rhythm notation useful, then please do check out our other videos our 5-minute theory lessons, and all of the other videos that we have available on the YouTube channel, and you can see them underneath their different sets of playlists. Don't forget, you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.